G'day guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Danny Bird. For those of you that are new, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. For those returning, welcome back, and I do hope that my previous videos are helping your golf game improve. So when we look at recreational golfers, people like yourself that are watching this video, the right elbow does play quite a major role in being able to control the golf club. Now, what I mean by that is if I were to just set myself up and I allow my right elbow to get loose and on the way back, and this is a common theme, we see a lot of golfers will tend to kind of bow the right elbow, they kind of push the right elbow up on itself. I steepen my shaft pitch, I'm going to find myself with the wrist angled and cocked a little bit too much. Club's going to be more than likely working across the line. I'm going to find myself, as I get to the top of the backswing here, a little bit off balance as well. Now this isn't an uncommon thing to see as a coach. We see lots of players struggling with that. What I would ask of players is to be aware that the right elbow really should be trying, when we get to the top of the backswing here, to be positioning itself where we almost feel like the line off of our arm through our elbow would go straight down. Almost like we were positioned with a stick that would run through, positioned down. Now, we don't want the elbow working into this way. We don't want to find ourselves pushing our golf club towards the golf ball, which is what tends to happen. We want to allow ourselves this straight line, this line that goes out underneath the elbow, to get the club into a pretty square position at the top. Now, why might this be important? Well, simply because if we were to allow our elbow to flare, we push the club towards the golf ball, we steepen the shaft pitch, we're going to find players early extending to create space to get out of the way and reorientate the club face. Crazy to think that little elbow movement, just allowing the right elbow, the trail elbow to kind of flare out a little bit because it's easy, because it feels comfortable, actually has a knock-on effect that's quite significant and severe into the downswing. If we can train to get the right elbow, as I said, in an L shape here, or imagine we could run a stick through our arm, out our elbow straight down to the ground, we're going to position the club in a more functional point at the top of the backswing, and we're going to have a lot less work to do on the way down to get the club into a good spot to enable us to become very, very functional with our ball striking. So what I'd like you guys to do in order to train this elbow movement to be in a better, more functional position at the top of the backswing, very, very simple. I'm going to ask you guys, we'll push the golf ball to one side at the moment, but we're going to get ourselves set up as if we're about to hit a golf ball, okay? I have my 7-iron here. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to raise my hands up, okay? I don't want my hands down for this. I want to raise my hands up ever so slightly. And then I'm simply going to bend my elbows to come at a 90 degrees, so my club is positioned upwards here. And then from there, we're going to turn to the top of our backswing. And as you can see here, my elbow is pointing downwards. Almost, if I were to run that line through, I'd actually be pointing towards my hip line, which is great. I had my wrist is a little bit flat here, and that was the important part of making sure that we kind of raise the wrist early. And then from here, we can begin to lower our club down through to impact. That little drill, you can do that at home for 5 minutes a day for a 30-day period, and you will see some significant changes when you next get to the driving range to hit some golf balls. Simple, easy drill that's going to help you position your right elbow better in the backswing, which is going to help you hit much, much better golf shots. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching today's video. I do hope that you found it useful, helpful, and that it is going to help your game improve. As always, don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. That little thumbs up goes a long way to my video reaching more players, which ultimately will create some time for me to keep producing and creating more content that hopefully helps more players around the world improve their game. If you have a question about today's video, or maybe just a comment in general, please feel free to leave it in the box below. As you'll see, I get back to all comments on all videos. If you know a player that is struggling with their game, that maybe this is an issue in their game, and you feel it could help them, please feel free to share the video with them. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell icon, because then you'll be notified when the videos drop. And we're dropping a couple of videos every single week. Until next time, guys, happy golfing.